Right, folks, today's showbiz news. I'll tell you how late it is. I'm recording it tomorrow. I'm doing today's showbiz news, which was from yesterday. We've now just turned to tomorrow. You figure it out, because I can't. I'm late. I'm very late, folks. It's been a day and a half. A real day and a half. It's all about couples, this. All about couples, the showbiz news. Apart from the last bit. Where will we go? Nadia Swahala and Colleen, I nearly said Rooney, Colleen Nolan, they're in the news today. They've both been targeted by these fraudsters that say they've got videos of them doing things, how can I say this, and private sexual videos of them on their own doing what they shouldn't be. One of them was saying, old Nadia was saying, I got it and I froze. I thought, oh my God, how have I been filmed? Where have I been filmed? Colleen says, I've already heard of stuff like this. I know it'll be a scam. So I said, oh, send me the videos. And then I deleted everything. And they say many folk are getting these. They're getting emails or stuff on the phone saying, I've got videos of you and I'm going to show it to everybody. You know, all your friends, all your relations, all your work colleagues, unless you pay up. Now, you'd think that doesn't happen, you'd think it's not true, but I know it's true, folks, because you know what? I got one in my email the other day, well, about 4 weeks ago, and I thought, who's got any videos of me? What have I been doing? Is somebody planting my head on somebody else's body? Have I been doing anything? Anyway, we'll just forget I've said all of that, but they're all the things that went through my mind. Watch yourself, folks. If people are saying things about you, it's often just not true. They're hoping you'll be weak and you'll pay them. Don't pay anything. Don't open any attachments. Don't do anything, folks. They're trying to get into your mind and into your computers and your phones and everything else. Young Gruffudd, is that his name? And Alice Evans, they've been in court. She's still trying to get some money off him. He doesn't want to pay up. He's left her. He's having a young one into with his latest squeeze. Meanwhile, Alice is saying her and the kids, his kids, are absolutely skint. Don't know what's happening with that. That was couple number 2. Couple number 3, it's been said today by Winona Ryder. Winona Ryder is saying when she was only 22, she fell for Al Pacino in a really big way. They acted together in about 2003. Anyway, she told him the feelings she had for him, and he said, no, don't think like that. No, I'm old enough to be your dad. He didn't want to know. She said, and a few years later, I sees him with a young squeeze, and she's younger than me. She said, I still love him, though, but in a different way, because I'm with somebody now. Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder's grieving. He says he's in a really bad way. I'll have to look for the gent's name. It's on here, because I won't remember it. I know him as an actor. Didn't know him name-wise. I mentioned him yesterday, I think, or the day before. Malcolm Jamal Warner. He's the gent that died. Was it Costa Rica, did I say? I think it was. Drowned. He was in the water there, no lifeguards. The sign saying you get riptides here, watch out, you can be carried out to sea. He was, and sadly he died. It's come out since that he was trying to save his 8-year-old daughter who was in difficulty. She got dragged away as well. Turns out somebody picked her up on one of these surfboards. They took her to safety, and the dad sadly died. They worked on him for 45 minutes, couldn't bring him back. Really sad news. Seemingly Stevie Wonder had acted with him in the past in a Cosby show, liked him, knew him, thought he was a great guy, and said, I'm suffering here, I'm really missing him. Sad story. Coming from that is the last one. This was a single person say, but it's a couple really, because it's 2 stories in one. Ozzy again, Ozzy Osbourne. I mentioned to you the other day, I did a couple of videos on Ozzy passing, and one yesterday and about how I felt about him, and how there's been a huge outpouring of grief, unbelievable outpouring for a musician. It's like something I've never seen before. Anyway, I heard also just there, didn't air it, you might have heard it yourself, but if you've not, seemingly they called the old air ambulance out and they worked on Ozzy for 2 hours trying to bring him back and couldn't. 2 hours. There's me thinking, and maybe I'm wrong here to say this, I don't know, would it have been good for him to come back, although we all love him? You know, has he not had enough suffering these last 10, 15, 20 years? I think he has. I think he's had a real bad time of it. And I think the last sort of 6, 12 months has been worse than we've known, to be honest with you. As I say again, how we got through that show is beyond me, really. The more I'm hearing, the more I'm seeing, the more I'm reading, Don't know how he did it. Really don't. Just seen the interview tonight with Tony Iommi. That was on ITV the other day. I never seen it at the time, but I've just watched 8 minutes worth. And I think he's astounded that Osborne got through it. I think he really, really is. And then lastly, I said, single person. Then I said, no, it's another double act. Sharon. They're saying they're really, really worried for old Sharon there. You know, I mean, she's lost bundles and bundles and bundles of weight, but that's down to that Ozempic and whatever else and the after effects of that. But they're saying she's not been well these last few months, but had to stay strong for Ozzy. And now they're saying they just don't know how she'll be without him. People are worried about her. Well, I've called her in the past, you know. I believe she's treated some ex-bandmates of Ozzy's and some other people in the music business wrongly, I really do. But that said, I know she loved him, I loved him deeply. And even I, for all I'm you know, very much, or I've been very much against her, I'll be thinking of her these next couple of days. I hope she's okay, I really do. Because I think it was her life's work for the last 30 years to save Ozzy and then to protect him, or 40 years is it? Since she started managing him, that's all it's ever been. It's been about looking after him. And she's got nobody to look after anymore. It must be difficult for her. So thoughts are with her. So that's it tonight, folks. That's it for Showbiz News. It's very, very late. If you see it at all, and not many at the moment, but it will grow, don't worry. Well, you're not worrying, I'm worrying. You'll see it in the morning. So, good night. Or good morning. Probably good morning.